on. In a bit now. Dropped out. I think we need to move again. Yep, move down. Oh no! And welcome to the channel. Thanks for tuning in, and this is my first ever build video for the Elder Scrolls Online PvP, and this is the build that is truly destroying Cyrodiil at the moment. So we're going to get straight into it. On the front bar we are using mechanical acuity. This set is unbelievable when it comes to damage. If you time your burst within this window, you will melt everyone. We are using maces for the penetration. I've got frost damage with Nirnhoned on the front, and on the second one I've got shock damage sharpened. Back bar I'm using Rally Cry. I've tested between Wretched and Rally Cry, and overall Rally Cry is just better. You get more damage from this, you get more tankiness, and to be honest, sustain isn't a problem anymore. I'm not rocking Vampire, we've got pots, we've got continuous attack, so Rally Cry is the way to go. For the monster set we are using Balorg, self-explanatory, the best damage PvP set in the game. And then we've got one piece trainee for that max health. On the body we are just using mechanical and Rally Cry. Good thing is as well with this build, these sets are really easy to get. Mechanical's craftable and Rally Cry is from Cyrodiil, and at the minute with the AP event you can get loads of this. We're using 3 medium, 3 heavy and 1 light for the Undaunted passive, and we're going reinforced on the big pieces and then impen on the smaller pieces. Jewelry, we've got 3 infused with weapon damage glyphs, and we are using a monomyth mythic. This is the best mythic in the game if you're using a crit damage based build, which we are, and then obviously you get some extra healing and tankiness on the back bar, which is always helpful, especially in Cyrodiil. For the skill lines, we're using Animal Companions, Adric Spear and Storm Calling. We are a base Warden purely for the charm. Ability wise, Thriving Chaos is our ultimate. I mean, we're not even buffed up, and this is already tooltipped at pretty much 21k, and then the damage that this gives you for each enemy hit increased by 6%, and you heal for 56% of all the damage done. This is ridiculous. It's the best ultimate in the game at the moment for PvP, especially when you're outnumbered. This has saved me and killed everyone in so many situations. Couldn't recommend it enough. Streak, movement is key in PvP. Line of sight in, escaping, chasing people down. This is literally the best movement ability in the game. You can't get any better. You have to use Streak. Biting Jabs, this is our spammable. Bull Netch, I have gone for the stamina morph here purely because when we're blocking on our back bar with sword and shield, we have extra stamina coming in, which negates the block cost. On the contingency, I have the immobilize to keep people in place so they don't actually get to get out of the charm, and that guarantees that the charm's going to work and stun them. Obviously the Warden charm itself, and then we have the minor force for extra crit damage. If you're not a base Warden, you could put some other heals on this, or you could put a dot on this as well. That would help with your damage. but as we are a base warden, I would go for the charm. Then, of course, Deep Fissure, the shulks, the big burst, and the debuff. This is brilliant. Back bar, we have Hurricane for the movement speed, and the armor buff actually deals quite a lot of damage, especially when you're in the mechanical damage phase. Crit Surge, now even though on our front bar we have Ball Netch, and this does the same thing with the Major Brutality and Sorcery, what this does is gives us massive healing. So when you are doing damage and you're critting, you're healing for practically 4k every second. In mechanical, when you've got 5-6 people in front of you, you drop your ultimate, you're spamming jabs, this will keep you alive. It is key to the build because we're using 3 damage skill lines and no tanky skill lines. Obviously we have Vigor, we have the wings for movement speed and that minor evasion, which is really good, and then Healing Soul. On this we have the heal, I have Restore, Magicka and Stamina, and then Major Vitality. The extra sustain you get back from the mag and stam is really important because obviously we're using Rally Cry, not Wretched, so any little helps with sustain will probably keep you alive in a longer fight. And then for the ultimate, this should be Spell Wall. I've got to morph it still, but yeah, Shield Wall. This will keep you alive in so many situations, and it's slightly cheaper than Thriving Chaos. Not by much, but sometimes, you know, you just have enough ultimate to pop one to stay alive. This is where that comes in. And then with the champion points, we are rocking Fighting Finesse, Focus Mending, Master at Arms, and Ironclad. Plenty of healing, plenty of crit damage, and base damage as well. And then for the red CP, we have Boundless Vitality for max health, Fortified for the armor, Pain's Refuge for more tankiness, and then Survival Instincts, which really does reduce the cost of block on that sword and shield. You could swap out Boundless Vitality for Celerity for more movement speed, but honestly with Streak, Wings, Hurricane, you don't need any more movement speed. And then just in our stat sheet, so you know, we've got 64 points into health, and we are rocking the Shadowman, the Stone. You don't have to rock 64 into health. I like to, purely because where we're a little bit squishier with this build, it's nice to have a higher health pool just to keep you alive in those outnumbered situations. You could put more into stamina if you wanted more block and more dodge rolling, but personally I like the max health. It just prevents that one-shot burst. But yeah, this is the build, and I am a Khajiit and no vampire. Spare haunch for the food, for the max health and the recoveries. Like I say, this is the build. It's fantastic. Give it a try, and until Dragon Knight takes over next update, I think I'll be rocking this solely. But I will be releasing plenty more build videos soon. I've got some great other builds in the pipeline I've been working on and practicing, and let me tell you, there's so much broken stuff with subclassing now. It can be fun, it can be annoying, but I say embrace it all. Anyway, thanks for watching. Please subscribe, leave a comment if you've got any questions, or if you want to see any future build videos, or even if you've got any ideas for build videos. And as always, have a great day.